Good evening. I know the frequency is not in use, so I'm not going to trouble you with your question. Is there any emergency or priority traffic? Very good. If there is, just break in any time for an emergency. For you first, since I can't do much sitting here, and neither can anybody else unless they live in your neighborhood. But you're welcome to jump in here after you call 911, or you need us to. Maybe you're broken any time for that kind of stuff. For information on this, this net. You can see us on YouTube, but you can see the screen. It's on the YouTube video. It's go to YouTube search block and put in my call K4PEW. It'll bring up that and it'll indicate a premiere is showing it, so they call it, not me. You also can go to our regular website, 146415.net. You can also go to our groups.io site. Everyone should be familiar with groups.io. Up MJSS. You can sign up for email and the other things that come along with that, which mostly is just talk about ham radio, buying, etc. Or you can contact me at no, just let me get this straight. You can get, no, you can't get me on ARRL anymore because it messed it up for me. You can contact me through the group site. That's it. I'll have to figure that out later. We normally meet at 8 p.m. every Wednesday night and Saturday night at 8 on this frequency, 146415. We've been doing that for nigh on the 8 years in September. Number, what is it? 807. So we've been pretty busy on the net and appreciate all the loyal followers. Loyal, we're loyal and continue to be loyal. I say loyal in the sense that I'm glad that people like to participate and contribute. Each of us contributes something in helping other people figure out how they're doing with their station. Um, where was I? Oh, purpose of the net. Have fun. Figure it out what you can do and what you can't do. Figure out if you like that. That's really, it should be a lot of fun. I like to think it's fun. If it wasn't fun, I wouldn't be doing it. Announcements. I have the two big announcements, of course. Our field day is this coming Saturday, Sunday. Want to know all about that? Just look it up on the web. AR field day. All kinds of interesting information there. We also have a breakfast Saturday morning. So if you're setting up for field day, stop in and have some coffee if you're able over there. What you call it? What is that place called? Golden Corral. Golden Corral will be there at 8 o'clock. That's when, and we have breakfast and coffee, and then you can go to your field day site, or you can go home and work field day from the house. Does anybody have any other announcements besides internet? That is Sunday night. The other one is, of course, we have the other nets. We have Saturday nights, the same deal, except we do meter upper sideband and the 6 meter upper sideband. And then Sunday night we do the 10 meter. I say we might call KM for a wire 28.415, just like we're going to do tonight after the 2 meter net. Is there any other announcements? All righty. Well, like I said, we are, I guess I'm on the, I presume we are. I see we have followers here on the people who are watching the video. Like I taking people short on time first, please come now. I can hear you. I got you in there, but I heard KN4TJF. How you doing there, Rick? Yeah, I've got a lot of noise here. For people who can see my screen, you're going to see this kind of a sawtooth mess at the bottom of the screen. It's been noisy, and I had the power company out today, and they didn't. So I've got to look a little further. So you're doing all right, Rick? Oh, I think I'm doing pretty good for. I'll be 73 this month. Say again? I'm not telling. You guys, you might. Ah, very good. No, mine's the 28th. In case anybody's looking to send me money, but cash, please. Very good. And on that, Rick. Yeah, very good. That's Rick in Ashland City, KN4TJF. That signals are a little better than I expected with all this noise they have on the screen. By the way, you can see that I have my 991A radio back up on here. That was like Rick KN4TJF. I didn't say that already. Also, we had James in there. How you, James?
Doing fine. A little bit older than you. I'm 74. I'll be 75 in September.
Oh, well, you are a little bit. I didn't realize you. I thought you were just a year older, but you're like a year. Yeah, yeah. It's. I'll never catch up to you either.
That's a long way to go catching.
No, I know. Well, I like to think we're like wine. We just get better with age.
Oh, that's right. We tell everybody that.
It sounds good.
Yeah, that hot weather out there today.
Oh, today was. Well, it was like an oven out there. I opened up the car door on air, and the car was like opening an oven.
Yeah, somebody said it's nearly 100 degrees today.
That a bit, not really. And you figure that's always that those temperatures are taken in the shade. So if you're standing out in the sun, it's better than 100.
Our way, the sun is directly on it.
Yeah, it's better than 100 in that car, I assure you.
Good thing they got it in the car. You want to take a few minutes to cool it off.
Oh, I know. It's unbelievable, really. But I can't afford to run the car. Gas is too expensive.
Don't have much choice on that.
No, we don't either. Anything else from that, James?
No, everything's going on.
All right, very good. Give my regards to your family, please. That's Whiskey Alpha 4 Zulu Hotel India. He's here in Mount Juliet. Who else is? Are you mobile tonight? Are you, Greg?
I'm actually not, but I wanted to ask you: are you on showing you where I would expect your 991A to be as far as signal?
I was on full power, I thought.
Not showing you quite where you used to be, but that could be on my end.
Well, it could be a lot of things. I don't know what it is. I've got to tend to make sure everything's good on it. I still have a low SWR, but I also I got this noise issue here, antenna issue with the connection on the connections on the internal part of the antenna.
Absolutely, yeah. And don't get me wrong, you sound good, but you're like 10 over S9 when usually you're 30 or more over.
Oh wow. Well, could be conditions are doing that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I've got I breathed life back into my 991A for now, as I'm back on it right now.
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, it's good to have it back on the air, really.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be permanently back on the air.
I hope so. Me too. Very good. Anything else for the net, Greg?
No, I'll catch you on the next KF4 TV.
All right, very good. That's Greg, Kilo Delta 4 Charlie. KF4 KFQ Tony Mobile. How you?
I'm mobile, so my signal probably degrades.
Well, it's well, you're degrading, yeah, but your signal seems to be bumping around S.
How about that?
Yeah, no, it's actually I lied. It's jumping up around S5. Pretty good from you're down in the Smyrna area. Yeah, see that jumped around up to S7 in the picket fencing routine you're doing.
Yeah, well, the mayor's got the dome closed tonight, so I can't.
Yeah, that one. I see it picked up quite a bit there. It made it more solid between S5 and S7. So you're doing fine. Everything else going well?
I picked up a load of garbage today, so we are both spick and span in the back road area, and police did, but I'm not likely to anyway. And other than that, we're good.
You're going to have to come up with a not-for-profit sanitation department.
I don't think so. That's getting too involved.
Well, you can make up like an LLC or a not-for-profit LLC.
Yeah, trash or that's taken, right?
I guess. I don't know. Anything else for the net, Tony?
No, we're good.
Very good. That's Tony. Kilo Foxtrot 4 Kilo Foxtrot Quebec, chasing down illegal dumpers. That's what he does for a living. The illegal dumper for private investigation systems and trash picking up. Who else is short on time? All righty, we'll be taking check-ins from the east. Please come on. Well, that dropped off pretty quick. Nobody from the east yet? Hey, how you doing, Wes? How was my?
I'm in a truck in Lebanon. That's eight. No issue.
Oh, very, very good. And which antenna are you using on the truck?
Oh, it's just an NSA dual bander. By the way, I've got a tool to locate noise. So three on the Yagi little. So I'll give it to you. We can find out later.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this. If you see that image on the video when you look later, it's an amazing display of marching like bamboo trees.
Yeah, we can pinpoint it and then go to QA. KE4TWA.
Yeah, very good. That's West Mobile in Lebanon, Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India. Anybody else? There was a double in there. We'll try that again. Hey, how you doing there, Stan?
Doing well, Paul.
Well, now that I got the radio back on the air and my note is still there at the bottom of the screen, if you take a gander at it, it looks pretty ugly.
That's a bummer.
Well, it's not too bad tonight. I can hear everybody pretty well, and sometimes it hasn't been true. Sometimes the noise was so great that it was just. By the way, you know, when I had the utility people out, before the utility people got here, the Middle Tennessee Electric Cooperative, I happened to go on and I look up at the screen and it was like, just, you know how when you have on a display and there's almost no noise like this is obvious noise. Bumps and ripples and stuff going down at the bottom of the display. I looked up and said, man, they already fixed it. And then a few minutes later, it came right back. So it comes and goes and I don't have any control over it. So I don't think it's here in my anywhere, but I'm almost confident it's not in my house. I just don't know where it is. Yeah, I got it. So no word on that plaque yet?
No, I haven't gotten it so far. Maybe sometime this week.
Yeah, well, very good. Keep up the good work, Stan. Anything else for the net?
That's all back to that.
Stan is one of the more persistent DXers working on all kinds of award systems through ARRL. That's Q Hotel Quebec Echo, and he is just a little bit north of downtown Lebanon. Who else is east?
WAPLA.
Hey, the People's Liberation Army. How you doing there, Philip?
Peaches, lemons, apples. Doing pretty well.
There was a PLA. There's another one. I can't. It wasn't PLA though. The abbreviation or something else. It was to that.
Yeah, my parents named me Philip, and I never would have thought that I would have been People's Liberation Army.
Oh, they get it from Prince Philip?
I have no idea where they come up with it.
Oh, not even an idea if it was a family member or anything?
I've heard mixed stories. One time I hear that it was from a soap opera. There was a character on there called Philip Spalding, and then also I've heard that it came out of the Bible. So I don't know. It's one of the two.
Well, mine was if father had to compromise because he wanted to call me Joseph. I think from a Bible name. Not that Joseph's a bad name, and they compromised and called me Paul. And the middle name was Edward. They didn't realize until after they named me that was my grandfather's name.
Oh, that is cool. Well, I tell you what, I say my name is Philip, and that is what it is. A lot of people call me Phil, but I try to stick to Philip on the radio because it's too easy to confuse Phil and Bill. And then, of course, Philip spells and them with one. Mine's with two. I don't know the difference.
Yeah, that's I guess people spell it with one L. That's odd to me.
Yeah, it just seems unbalanced, doesn't it?
Well, I think there's other names, and I think has the same similar issue.
Yeah, it's kind of like those words. I don't know what the name of it is. It's like race car. If you spell it backward, it's still.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. The only problem, well, it's a problem. It's not really a problem, really. The only thing about Paul is there's no real abbreviation.
That's exactly right.
Unless you just call me Pa.
Just sir. I mean, that would work.
Yeah, no, it's just funny how names are. We really do get used to our names. I saw one, there was a story, and I hate to break off too far. A story on the TV last night about that. It's an old story that happened in 1975. Her name was Claudine Longet, and she was a singer and actress who shot and killed a relatively famous downhill skier. And that name again on the screen, I said, her name is Claudine, which is a derivation of the name Claude, and that's not exactly a.
I tend to agree with you on that.
Anyway. Anything else for the net, Phil?
No, just send me to everybody. Hope everybody out there is doing great and staying cool. And thanks for doing the net. Look forward to field day. WHPLA.
In Lebanon or the environs around there. Whiskey 8, Papa, Lima, Alpha. Who else is east? Nobody else east?
I gave them all a chance. KG4 CXE, Chris.
Yeah, buddy. I was almost ready to move on and drop you like a hot potato.
I generally think someone's tonight, but I can generally hear him a little bit. So maybe conditions aren't what they should be, or was he mobile?
No, he was mobile.
Oh, okay. Years like that anyway. So how are you, Paul?
I'm doing good. I didn't know. No, I read. So your full name is Chris?
Yeah, it is.
Because some people actually do name their kids the short name, I'm imagining.
Yeah, I go by Chris. It's just.
Well, I had my wife 1.0. Her name was Christine, but she spelled it funny, and so did her mother. Only Christine is spelled Christine. She spelled it ENE. It's kind of like it sounds like a chemical abbreviation.
Cousin CORTNIE. And I thought that was an interesting way to spell that.
How is it spelled?
It's Courtney RTNIE. I don't know. I think that's slightly uncommon.
That's slightly uncomfortable to spell that.
Yeah.
NIE. Courtney. Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, so many different ways to do it. But yeah, just over here after a couple of days of work, going back to the office, but dead tired, ready for the weekend.
Yeah, very good. One of my favorites is I met a guy named was JD. And I goes, what's it stand for? He goes, nothing. That's my name. It's JD. You can look at my birth certificate. They named him J period D period. That's weird. Okay. I mean, and I knew one guy who was actually named, his name was Bubba.
Yeah, I've got a cousin. It's Bubba, but it's I guess I don't know why they call him Bubba. I guess because his father was also Robert or Bob. So.
Now, sometimes it becomes that way because it's and again, the other siblings will call him Bubba for some reason. I've seen it in other families.
Oh yeah, his sisters could have done that, and they were.
Anyway, anything else for the net, Chris? You doing okay?
No, doing good, man. Like I said, just been working this week, running around, and doing good. 73. That's all I've got.
Yeah, very good. That was Chris. He's in Gladeville / Mount Juliet County line or the city line. Coastal line is over there. Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-ray Echo. Anybody else east? I know Kevin's out there. Some maybe not. Heard him earlier. I think he was on an HT. Who else is? Hey, Mark. Appreciate that information. Boy, that's a pricey little bandpass filter, isn't it?
It is. It's much bigger than the picture looks. It's like 6 inches long, 3 inches wide, 1.5 inches high or something. And it probably weighs a pound.
I looked up another one. I just did a search to see if there was another one. It's one that's sold out of England for $95. Looked like it had the same specs, but I'm sure after shipping, it was the same price.
Yep. Well, it made a big difference over here. As I put in my notes, most of these really broadband receivers don't have much of a front end in them, so the front end selectivity probably would help.
Yeah, well, I hate to buy it, and it wouldn't knock it out because it was something that was right on 146, on right in the middle of the band.
Well, don't buy one. How about I loan you one and let you play with it for a minute?
The bayonet or the type connectors.
Well, it comes with either PL 39s or Type N. The one I bought is a SO 239, so it's a regular P9 jumper works.
Oh, okay, that'd be perfect. I could whip it out. Yeah, I'll see. It just seems funny because, like I said earlier today,
Yeah, I understand. I've been fighting that for about a year, and I'm not sure this is fixed, but I haven't had much of a problem since I put it in line.
yeah, very. I don't know. I'll have to. I got to do some more research, but whatever. It's what a pain it is. As I said, the utility guys are out here today. Everything's fine, and they check stuff at the connections on my house, and they checked inside the meter. Took that all apart, and everything was fine.
Yeah. Well, I tried TFing it and trying to find it, and I still don't know where it was. I could never isolate it enough to really get a good direction on it.
Brian, or I think you may have heard me talking to Brian. He says it could be down it could be 3 poles down the road. You wouldn't know.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've tracked stuff down for commercial customers and police departments and stuff. And some of them have taken weeks, even months to find, and are rarely where you think they are.
Well, you found interference on the line.
Well, probably the easiest way was to get the power company involved and have them start shutting off feed to other poles and other transformers. And usually when we find them, it may be a block or 2 blocks away from where the noise is.
Right. I got you. Yeah. So that was usually the most common was power stuff, not cable stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I blame the cable for a lot of them, but I've never really found one.
Okay, I got you. So then that Mark.
Nope, nothing. Carry on.
Well, do this for me if you will. If you're coming to the to try and bring it back the same day. If even if it doesn't work, I'll keep it. Or if it does work, I'll keep it. How's that?
Okay. I'm not sure what you said, but I'll try to bring it Saturday morning.
See you then. It's not an emergency, but it'd be nice. Anyway, that was Mark. Whiskey Bravo 0 November Oscar Ospreys in Northwest Wilson. Who else is North?
KB9RKK.
Hey, Frank, how are you?
Oh, doing good there, Paul. I was like looking at the time going, oh man, I'm going to miss it again if I don't hurry up.
Oh, yeah. Well, you made it. You did fine.
Talking about something important there. That's always trying to find it. I used to get the cable leaks all the time, but that's gone away in recent years.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the reason is that it's gone away.
Everything's digital. I used to get the old cable TV used to use the same frequencies as our UHF 70 centimeter band, so I used to listen to the audio of the whatever they're watching.
Okay, I got you. Well, I guess that makes sense if everything's going digital. Yeah, I really am. I'm a little bit stumped at the moment because I didn't have hardly, it did intermittently happen before. Now it's pretty much 95% of the time.
Yeah. I don't know. Everything going to LEDs. There's a lot of LED equipment, outdoor lights. A lot of that stuff causes all kinds of noise. Like, if it's not designed for, even if you put, if like in the automotive, mobile install, if you put LED headlights on, you'll get noise on your AM radio big time.
Oh wow. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen cover my front end in a mobile, going by some of those big electronic street signs that are made, for like churches and banks, and they're noisy.
Yeah, as they flash your, yeah, it makes the buzzing sound.
Told everybody this on the air before. When we were in North Vietnam, we're doing work up there during the Vietnam War. A trawler that usually hang out up there, monitoring our radio traffic, and I guess monitoring us. I don't know, among others. I mean, we weren't the only one. And they were usually, I don't know. I really did not know whether it was them jamming our radio signals or it was the North Vietnamese. I really don't know. But awful, because we could still communicate right on top of the jam, because their jamming equipment sucked.
Well, it's good. No, it's sometimes that interference is unrelenting, and some days are good. So I used to get a weird noise right a few, KC down from here. It went away. I don't know what it was, but it was like constant. And I kept going, oh, are they on the wrong frequency? I go there, noise. But it shows spike on my spectrum, just like somebody was, transmitting a carrier.
Yeah, I heard today. I didn't jump in on them, but they were driving through the area, I guess on 40. I don't know which way they were headed. I didn't stay with it. 415, but I heard them at 405. And I wanted to jump in there and tell them, you really should not be that low in this portion. Your band edge is over the band edge,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, not everybody pays attention to too many things, but I sure hope you find that noise source. I'm sure you'll, knock on wood, find it, because it can be a pain. If you can't hear, it doesn't matter how good you can.
Yeah, no, it's actually, I can hear pretty good today. I haven't missed anybody yet. We'll find out. I mean, I can hear. It was interesting that in the city, which he's a good 30 miles away, so I'm surprised that I could hear him over that noise. So I don't really know what the scoop is. But anyway, anything else, Frank?
Just a reminder, field day this weekend for everybody. I believe you can participate. It's kind of fun.
Oh yeah, no, it is fun. And of course, you guys are still out there at Cedars 11, right?
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, there was a erroneous message sent out with the winter field day location on there instead of the summer. But yeah, it's message out there for the people that are in the club, but or on that mailing list. But yeah, it's the Cedars 11 and in the at the end where the Short Mountain has their little ham fest. The same.
Yeah, everybody. I think everybody knows where that is. Yeah, it's right on the main road as you go through from. What is that road off that goes off into the? It's the north-south road.
Yeah, it's I want to say it's road, but it's where the swimming pool used to be, right by where the swimming pool used to be.
Yeah, okay, very good. It's right in the Cedars 11 Park. You really won't. You'll run into it. You'll see them there, and you'll see the cars there, where the swimming pool used to be. It's where and again, it's where the Short Mountain. Their what do you call it? Their ham fest every year, or at least they used to. Or I guess who else is north?
Is it Fort Juliet?
Hey, how you doing, Danny?
Oh, I'm good.
Good day, and that you didn't have to go outside very much.
Oh, I was out. I was running around all over the place. I had to carry my father, and I spent the day with him.
Yeah, well, things aren't as bad. Imagine if you had to do or something with horses.
Oh wow. And then he never would get down from the wagon.
Yeah, we just don't realize how good we got it.
Yeah.
No, we really don't. I mean, I often think of that how I had relatives that worked well into their 70s on the farm, working every day, and I don't do it at all.
Yeah. Well, your signal is up where it always is, so you're sounding good. Glad you got your radio back.
Oh yeah, no, it's nice. I hate to give up the other one. I've had the other radio for 17 years, and I feel like I'm setting us
Oh yeah.
anyway. Got anything else for the net, Danny?
Yeah, that's it.
Very good. That's Danny in the West Gallatin area. Kilo Foxtrot Ford Golf Oscar November. It is Kilo Foxtrot.
No, Kilo Delta.
I don't know why I wrote down Foxtrot. That's why I asked you because I was pretty sure it was wrong. Very good. It's Kilo Delta 4 Golf Oscar November. And that's Danny, and that's Dan, it's excuse me, Kilo Delta 4 Golf Oscar November, Danny and West Gallatin. Sorry about Danny. Who else is north?
Kilo Echo 4 with you.
Hey, how are you? Kilo Echo 4 Whiskey Echo. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. Staying indoors, staying cool. Trying to find something this week. Feel that. That'll be the pretty wetty one, I imagine.
Yeah, I noticed. Somebody sent me the notice from the Williamson County organization. They canceled their field, and I guess I don't know if they got non-hackers out there or what. They brought them all inside and told everybody if they were going to do stay home and do it yourself. They said it nicely. I just thought it was funny that they canceled field day for outdoors to put it inside for a bit.
That is sort of funny. I know a lot of guys up here like, if you want to do winter field day, and it's like, no, I do not want to stand outside in the cold. But summertime, we can put up with this thing.
Oh yeah, well again, if I have a hard time lived in the South for whatever it is now, for 47 years, I guess, and I was overseas in the Middle East, so hot weather is not fun. Just that anybody who's grown up in the South, if they're not used to hot weather, they need to move.
That's true. Celebrate that. That's what gets you down to.
Was that why so many southern, or at least I know in this area, we get a bunch of ham radio up here in Middle Tennessee, and they went into IT work, which is indoors.
Oh yeah.
Well, very, very good, Keith. Anything else for the net?
No, that'll be about it, man. That's great.
Very good. That's Keith. He is in it's Kilo Echo 4 Whiskey Echo. And by the way, you have a good signal tonight. Who else is north? Hey, Ricky, you sound a little weakly tonight with the six conditions. Your signal.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. As far as how it goes, but I was looking at the group charts there. It does look like it's now.
Yeah, no, I expect it's going to.
Yeah, I just wanted to hang out a little bit. I think we can start at like I can go, you know what, I'll get some kind of around to the get to the north and have a little conversation. Normally, I mean, if you start in the west, it takes too long to get up to the north, so I always do the short on time.
Oh, really, we don't. That's why we do the short on time thing. And if somebody really runs out of time, you're welcome to jump in. I just want to make that announcement clear. We just and so we start in a different place every net. But if somebody's really short on time, just jump in there.
Appreciate that. I do like to listen and see who all I can pick up, you know, and who I can hear. Here in Keith and Danny, they come in strong up here in Portland. Of course, some of them are my regular check-in you've been living in the South, it's helpful as long as and you can't deal with it.
Yeah, I'll buy anybody a bus ticket up to Canada. How's that?
Yeah, one winter up there, they'll be moving back.
I think you're right. They would. Yeah. Nail on the head, which we've talked about many times, is that I think that's the real beauty of having a simplex net, which you do also on 7555 at 8 p.m. The beauty of a simplex net isn't that I'm doing the net. It's the beauty of hearing all the other stations and seeing how your station functions and yours and everybody else on there.
Yeah, that's correct. You know, I mean, we have our followers, and and then when they check into another net, and you can actually see it. I like the way you put that over there. You can actually see your signal, and we got set up was great. And I'm watching their signals, which I don't. So checking in on Wednesday night to your net, that gives me an idea of how their radio system here.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, it's we've worked our way into doing it this way. We didn't start out with this way. One of the reasons is you can't do a YouTube video longer than, I forget what the limit is, 10 minutes or 15 minutes, unless you 1,000 or two. I forget what it is now. If you have so many subscribers, and we got up to the number of subscribers, and I was able to do it. I forget how many we have now, but it's enough to satisfy the requirement. And so everybody can't do it. I'm sure there's other ways. This one is very convenient for me. Anyway, anything else for the net, Ricky? Yeah, very good. I'm sure now that we've just degraded, your audio degraded quite a bit, and you hadn't changed the darn thing. Everything, the microphone was the same. I'm sure it was the same distance from your face, and the power out's good, but the ability to hear you was a lot tougher on that last transmission. So we do have some changing conditions. Bravo Whiskey Alpha in Portland. And by the way, it's 147-555, 8 p.m. Which is tomorrow night, 8 p.m. up in Portland. So point your antennas toward Portland. Who else is north?
Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra, Paul North Mount Juliet.
Man, you must have been out of town this past night. I remember weren't on the net that night.
A couple days a week, and then back out again, and same thing tomorrow, flying back out.
I hated that. I didn't hate it away periodically, but not a lot.
Yeah, it was a lot easier when the Nashville. I'll say that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying is I used to enjoy some overnights. Not that was wife 1.1 by the way, when I did a lot of traveling, and I actually enjoyed having a night to myself. I could read a book. I could come back to the hotel. I call the wife for a few minutes, sit down in the lounger and watch TV or do, it was just nice.
Oh yeah, the first night or two is always nice. Then after that, it's you get pretty bored in a hotel room.
Yeah, no, you don't know. It was just nice to have, because even when you're home, if you're in one room and your wife and children are in another or whatever, it's all the drone of a household,
Oh yeah. No, the key is getting the house to yourself when the wife and the kids.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's just funny how you do it. People do enjoy their quiet time alone.
Yeah, for sure. Get some rain here. I saw that Mount Juliet put a burn ban on, and I imagine if this dry, crisp weather keeps going, that they're gonna spread that to other counties and stuff.
Well, I noticed that when I went out to get the mail today, that grass looks like it.
Yeah, I'm hoping that doesn't affect any of the fireworks shows or anything. We need a good downpour here.
I think I saw the extended forecast was maybe Sunday with a 50% chance or something like that.
No, I'll take it.
Well, I'll take it. I was thinking about one myself.
I've been doing that. You can tell where the septic tank is right now.
You got septic up in that area.
I think the closest it gets is what's that subdivision just south of us here? But basically,
Huh. Yeah, I didn't realize there was any septic up there.
we got city water, but septic tanks.
You're high enough and it perks well enough that it works well.
Haven't seen anything bubble up yet.
I had 2 homes with septic tanks in Florida, and both of them. I got to think about this for a second. Yeah, it was a fairly good elevation, but the other one was I actually lived on a waterfront on a lake, on a little canal that was connected to a lake, and that one was problematic. You never want a septic tank when you're in a low property.
Yeah, I remember I grew up in problems with theirs all the time. I think they eventually had to have a mound system put in. But I don't know. So far, this one's been good. I get a pump. They say everything's fine.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, one of the resolutions to my problem was we put a pump on the septic tank itself, pumped out to the field.
Yeah, it's like with the kind of like the mound systems that they just basically build a leak on top of the lawn or whatever and pump it up into there. So it's basically a big gravel pile. I think they put grow grass and dirt over the top of it.
Yeah, but it grew well.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, anything else for that, Paul?
No, sir. Thanks for doing the net.
Very good. That's Kilo Charlie 9 in Mount Juliet on the north side of 70. Who else is north?
KM4YRF, Mike in Belshire.
Hey, Michael. You doing okay?
Hot day at work today, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, you need to talk them into like air conditioning.
Yeah, that would be a hoot.
When I worked in Florida, of course, I worked for 2 years in construction down. 2 years I lived down there. Excuse me. And the one of the worst days. It was often bad in the summer, just working in apartment buildings. They had no air. They didn't have any air conditioning. And it was hot, sticky, and humid, and bleh. But one of the we got delivered a tractor trailer full of reels of wire, and we had to trailer to another tractor trailer. And I spent the day, probably lost 10 pounds.
Oh my goodness, man, that's awful. I need to tell you about your signal. Your signal dropped to me.
Like I said, I'm guessing it's conditions, but unless I got something, like I said, maybe something wrong with my antenna.
Oh, I think it's really serious because you went from 60 over to 59 3/4 over.
That's it. I'm getting another antenna.
I don't believe you need to get a good one this time.
Yeah, I'll get 2 of them. Yeah, no, it's nice to have the 991, but
Oh yeah, I know. I would miss mine. I guarantee you if it was gone.
this is my other one I've had for so long.
Yeah, it's just like my Yaesu 100 that is in the shop. I still miss that radio, and I think I'm gonna put it in my car. Get back.
Well, I think he might let you visit it.
Well, I need to ask about that.
I got to send him a message. I got a part. He needs to finish making it better.
Roger that. Well, I don't guess I have anything else, so I'm gonna take back the net control and thank you for what you do. And 73 to everyone.
Yeah, very good. That's Michael. Kilo Romeo Foxtrot, and he not 2 Foxtrots, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot, and he's in Belshire, and of course he does the 10-meter net on 7:30 p.m. 28415. So be there. Who else is north or west? How are you?
I'm doing all right, just kind of hanging out here. Spend my evening. Everyone else, or just about everyone else.
Yeah, well, you're sitting here in the air conditioning and just thinking about how the meters.
Yeah, I know. I try not to think about that.
It's just the nature of the beast. Like it's either that or sit here and sweat.
Yeah, I think I'd rather be a little more comfortable than sweating. I did my share of that.
Well, the dilemma. I think the problem we have is when I look at the original homes in everywhere I've ever lived were small homes, small. They have big families in small homes. Now, me and my wife, live in a 4-bedroom house, and there's only 2 of us. What are we doing with a house this big?
Yeah, I could have a little bit more room myself. It would kind of small, but I could still use a little bit more room for storage. This house doesn't really. When it was constructed, that wasn't. I don't think in the plans.
No, I'm with you. It's always, and the problem is though, most of our storage, we don't even. It's crap. I know mine is.
True. And you saw that PLA referring to the PLO.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, I haven't heard that name in so long. I forgot what it was. Yeah, it was. No, Palestine Liberation, or I said, I think it was Liberation Organization, wasn't
Yeah, something like that. Movie, No Time for Sergeants, Permanent Latrine Orderly.
it? Yeah, forgotten about that. That's fun. Yeah, latrine. Yeah, we didn't just call them latrines. We call them heads in the Navy. When they got not say permanent, that was one of their duty stations was they had to clean the head every day, and that rotated around, I guess.
I've never been to that, but I think that's one way to keep them clean. That means people use them. Someone has to do it.
Well, I know that from our experience, it was really, really pounded into our brains about cleanliness, and I mean, and they scrubbed the toilets, they scrubbed the urinals, they scrubbed the decks. The decks on our in our head were made out of stainless steel. Crosshatched, I don't know what they called that. It was a stainless steel. It was a rough surface, and all the stainless steel sinks had to be scrubbed. They'd get really upset if that thing wasn't spit shine.
Yeah, well, they have to be kept that way too. So I guess people wouldn't start getting sick.
Oh no, you're absolutely cool that they be kept clean because if left to ourselves, they would have been a mess. Anyway, are you doing all right otherwise?
Just recuperating from surgery I had yesterday. My elbow worked on, so I've got my arm in a cast, kind of like in that Percocet haze right now.
So you're not going into the wallpaper hanging business.
I'm just, I'm not going any type. Well, I'm not going into any type of business. Tired.
Oh, I know. But the doctor said there was a good prognosis for the work that he did.
I'll have my follow up. I'll find out then because the surgeon told my wife that I had a lot of damage, in that elbow. So I'll hear more about it.
Oh, wow. Well, let's hope it goes well. Let's hope it gets all better quickly. The body has an amazing way of healing if they're given the right up, the right. Yeah.
That's why I'm in like a half cast, I guess. The lower half part of it, cast part is, not, but it's wrapped up in a bandage. So just kind of not use it. So it's that way for a reason.
Oh, yeah. Well, I understand. Yeah, I had something like that was when I was about 8 years old when I busted my elbow. So that was the last time I was actually in a cast. The 3 times I've broken the incident, no cast. I just had to suffer through while it took time to heal. But not even a cast. I was just had in a sling, and that was uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, I'm in a sling as well. Kind of keep it, Now let you carry on, Paul. I'm going to kind of just kick back here and listen. So 7-3.
Yep, that was Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf, Jeff in Madison. Who else is north or west?
KC4 ILD.
Oh, Jack, you doing okay?
I'm doing great, Paul. How are you?
I'd be better if well, I don't know because then I'd only have like $8. How about 100 times more money?
Well, you're talking about spending money on air conditioning. And I can remember as a kid, a little kid, lying in bed, sweating so bad I couldn't go to sleep. You could hardly catch your breath. So it's worth every penny.
It is worth it. It really is. And I've been told many times that an air conditioning has extended the life of people.
It's probably extended my life.
Yeah, but no, I can't imagine. I know what it's like. I know what it's like. I've been in hot weather where there was no air conditioning, but I wouldn't want to do it consistently.
Yeah, it gets so hot, it's like it's hard to breathe.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, I've done the opposite too. I've been sleeping well, in cold weather, sleeping outside. We had did that, and that wasn't any more comfortable.
Well, I got up this morning, threw a little water on the garden, and then I went out there this afternoon and threw some more on there. So hopefully it'll take the heat.
Oh, yeah, it's unbelievable, really. In fact, I went out, I planted a tree last week, and I made sure to go out and pour water on it again to make sure it wouldn't wilt.
Oh yeah, please give it plenty of water. Anyway, thank you for what you do, Paul. I'll get out of the way and let somebody else check in.
Yeah, that was Jack, Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor, and he's in Donaldson. Who else is west? Anybody else west or north or south? Nobody south?
Echo Forward, Sierra, Yankee Victor.
Hey, I knew you'd be in there. Have you noticed any signals being lower than normal? Because yours is lower than normal to me, Larry.
You looking good here, Paul?
Oh yeah, maybe it might be just me, but anyway, everything going well?
Yeah, everything's good here, man. It's a little bit warm.
Oh yeah, very good. Nothing else for the net for us?
I'm good. We'll let you get on with the Yankee Forward.
Very good. That's Larry in Rockville. Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Anybody else south?
Kilo India 4, November 7th, November.
Hello, David. Hey, I have. By the way, I want to tell you, I have not attempted to go out and wrestle any of those bees.
Oh, well, I don't, I think you're gone. I hadn't seen them more since we talked about them early and white but I don't think you got the nerve to do it. You have to wait till next year about this time.
What do they do? Move north?
I don't know what they do. I see them usually for about maybe 30 days, but then they kind of
Well, I've got a tree. I don't know what kind of bush it is. I have the bushes. It's a bush. One of them, two of them, I've developed into trees. I trimmed them low, and they developed into kind of tall bushes. And I noticed that there's honeybees out there on the blossom, little tiny white blossoms on this tree, and it normally has red cranberry-like little fruits on it. You know, I don't know what kind of tree it is. I'll have to look that up. But I didn't notice until this year that the honeybees were busy as all get out on those little flowers.
oh, that's good. That's great. That's sure. Them honeybees are remarkable creatures. That's sure. Right now they're working at bandana clover. I guess it is a lot of clover honeybees right now.
Oh yeah, yep, you're right. No, I think bees are great. I just don't like getting stung by them.
Oh yeah. Hey, a quick question. Have you tried? I think you've got some battery power operated radio there. Have you tried uh, cutting total power to your house and then firing up the radio with battery power to see if that noise is still in there?
Well, the only thing I haven't done for pure isolation was I did try running it all on battery, by itself, but the house was still energized. And the only thing I haven't done is my power supply is connected to a battery backup. And what I did is I killed power to the battery backup. You know the you know the I almost used a term I hadn't used in 50 years. We used to call it when the ship had pulled in. We called it going to shore power. I didn't. I disconnected shore power, and so my power supply was feeding off of the battery backup. So, but I haven't isolated, taken the power supply out of the loop to see if it was the problem.
Oh, I got it. You talk about a UPS, I believe, but if it's able just to look at the plain battery power and kill all wires to the house and see if the problem is still there, it's not
Oh, absolutely. Well, I did that partially in that I went through and killed things that conceivably would be operating. Like there, for instance, I have a fan that's on the underfloor. It was installed because of supposedly radon. So I turned that off. No change. I've turned off every single wall wart in the house. Turned all those out. Nothing. There's nothing left for me to. It was hardly anything I haven't turned off.
Yeah, sure. I've experienced some of that, and I've had to give the main power supply, and that gets all the wall warts and the doorbell transformers, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah, very good. Yeah, you're absolutely right. In fact, I do have another spare large battery, relatively new car battery I bought for battery backup. And what I'll do is just hook it up to that and go from there.
Yes, sir. And those LED lights, they've been heavy on me too. I've got some LED lights here that I don't think about too often, but I'll put that light switch on and it just wrecks heavy.
Yep, I'm with you. Yeah, I've noticed that about. I had an LED here that was problematic, and I just stopped using it. You got anything else for the net, David? I appreciate your input.
No, sir, nothing else. I appreciate what you do, sir. Thanks great to everybody on that. Good evening. KI-40.
Yeah, very good. That was David at Kilo India 4 November Delta November, and he's in Reedyville. Who else is South? Anybody else south? Anybody else any place anywhere? Boy, we're running slim tonight. No chance that we'll jump right into 10 meters if nobody's else going to check in. All right, very good. By the way, we had one other check in. He checked in earlier before the net. That was Roy in Madison, Kilo Oscar 4. Oscar Kilo Echo. No more check-ins tonight. All right, that was 21 check-ins. We're going to move right over to 28415 upper sideband for those of you who are ready. Anybody want to hold off for a second? All righty, we're moving right over to 28415. We'll see you there. This is Kilo 4 Papa Echo Whiskey with the Mountain Juliet Simplex Radio Net on 28415. Looking for check-ins from the east. Please come now. Is anybody copying me? Hey, hold on one second. Let me make sure I got my radio adjusted properly. Who was that last person who checked in from the east? Is there anybody out there who can confirm I have a signal?
Yes, Paul, you do have a good signal.
Okay, very good. I'm just not getting it. I don't have it adjusted properly, I guess, here, because I'm not hearing you all that great. Anybody else from the east, please come down. Anybody north? Very good. Got you in there, Danny. You sound good. That was Danny, Kilo Golf 4, Kilo Delta 4, excuse me, Golf Oscar November, Danny in West Gallatin. Who else is east or north?
Kilo Charlie 9, Echo Tango Sierra.
Hey, very good. That vertical's doing well for you, Paul.
Yeah, doing good. You got a good signal here.
Very good, very good. I have to make an adjustment on how I'm on my RF adjustment, RF gain. Who else? That was, by the way, it was Paul here in Mount Juliet, Kilo Charlie 9 Echo Tango Sierra. Who else is north? Everybody north or west?
KM4YRS, Mike, you so sharp.
All right, very good, Mike. That was Mike, Kilo Mike 4, Yankee Romeo Foxtrot. You're copying everybody else. You got Danny and Paul in there, right?
I had a hard time hearing Paul, but I got Danny real well.
Yeah, that's interesting. Who else is? By the way, Paul, were you able to hear Mike in Belshire?
Yeah, I got Mike. He's about a S6 over here.
Oh, well, he's copying the S6 there, Mike.
His audio is real low. I can hear him, but his audio is just really low.
Yeah, at least they're saying you got low audio, but I think you heard him say that, Paul.
So maybe you just need to heat up with the mic a little bit, huh?
Yeah, probably. Was that any better, Michael? You're copying Paul O'Kep and Gallatin, Dan? Awesome. Anyway, let's move on. Who else north? Please come down. North or west? Hey, Jack. Doing well and sounds good. That was Jack, Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. Who else is west? West or south? Oh, there's a real low C. Is that you, Larry? Is anybody else copying that station? Let's try one more time, please. Very good. Yeah, I turned up the volume a little bit. I got you in there, Larry. It's a real low signal there, but I can make you out just fine. Kilo Bravo 5, Echo Charlie Victor. Not as good as it was recently, but I think I gotta make a couple more adjustments on the radio. It came back to me like a brand new radio, and I had to reprogram everything in it. Anyway, again, Kilo Bravo 5, Echo Charlie Victor. It's Larry in the Walter Hill area. Who else is south or anywhere?
Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Hotel Papa.
Kilo Oscar 4 Delta Hotel Papa. Who is that? I forget.
It's Jim out here. I'm out Juliet. Hey, Paul. How are you doing, man?
Oh, very good, Jim. Yeah, you sound fine. Are you hearing everybody tonight?
I can hear Gallatin. I can hear Paul up here, but he's only like shit. I think I can throw a rock in his house here.
Oh, yeah, I bet. Yeah, very good. No, you sound fine to me. In fact, your signal's just a little better than Paul's.
I'm about a mile closer, I think.
Okay, very good. That was Kilo Oscar for Delta Hotel Papa. That's Jim here in Mount Juliet. Who else is, well, north, south, or anywhere? Is anybody copying any stations I can't hear? Hold the radio up to your ear. Is anybody hearing anything? K4PEW. One more time. All righty. I didn't hear anything there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stations tonight on 10 meters. And I think everybody's got the hot June blues here. So anyway, appreciate everybody who checked in, and we'll move on. This is K4PEW. You have a great night.
Thanks, Paul.
Yep. All right. Good to hear from everybody.